Hello everyone. So this week for my Zentation and for my question that I went into depth in, it was how do I learn, but in what environment do I learn the best in? And as I was researching this question and my other questions and reading your guys' comments and the comments back to me, I really came to the realization that I learn best in an environment where I can feel the Spirit and where the Spirit can enlighten me and help me learn. And with that in mind, I went over to the church's website and I started reading in the manual, Teaching in the Savior's Way. And he says, you may feel that you have little control over the setting in which you teach, but there are many things that you can do, both with the physical setting and the spiritual atmosphere, to invite the Spirit into your classroom, which again to me is the key, is having that Spirit with me if nothing else, but to have that Spirit in that room. 2 points that they say to focus on is prepare the physical surrounding and nurture a loving environment. So to prepare the physical surroundings, it says the manual says start by asking yourself the questions. How do you feel when you enter into your classroom? How do you want to feel? Is it clean, well organized? Is it structured? Does the seating arrangements allow learners to interact easily with one another? Is everyone able to hear you and other class members? Are there any distractions in the room that make it more difficult for the learners to feel the Spirit? I would also add, is it difficult to feel the type of environment that you are trying to create and you want in your room? The manual then goes on, well, remove those distractions and then consider what might you add to the room to invite that Spirit. Pictures and visual aids can create a very friendly and a warming, welcoming atmosphere. Nurturing a loving atmosphere. Nurturing and creating that in your classroom. It says, again to them from the manual, help your class members understand that each of them affects the spirit of the class. And I don't think you have to use even the spirit of the class, or you could use that when talking to students in a classroom, but even just the feeling in the classroom, if you don't want to say spirit. You can encourage them to help you establish an open, loving, and respectful environment so that everyone feels safe sharing their experiences, questions, and their testimonies. Make sure they feel the love that you have for each of them and help them understand the purpose of why they are here. In the manual, it really talks about the purpose and letting them understand the purpose and letting them feel what they have to offer to that purpose. And when they understand this purpose, then they are more engaged and willing to learn and help others around them. And I really like that. A quote from Elder Holland that he said was, if students are unresponsive, maybe you can't teach them yet, but you can love them. And if you love them today, maybe you can teach them tomorrow. And to me, that quote just hit home, and how important it is that if nothing else we can still love. And we can still strive to keep that Spirit in our home. And eventually, hopefully, they'll warm up and feel that love and be more receptive to the message and the Spirit. In conclusion, all of this I felt like came to effective teaching. And this was one of my areas that would help effective teaching. And in the Strengthening the Family Instructor's Guide, it said that effective teaching will be most effective as you seek inspiration and bring your own knowledge, ideas, experiences, and personality to the class. So don't be afraid to be you. Create the environment that you desire to let you and yourselves, your students, both succeed.